Last weekend, North America's best and brightest youth Scrabble players battled it out for the title of School Scrabble Champion. There were so many amazing plays and games throughout the event, so in this video, I'm going to break down my absolute favorite moments from the North American School Scrabble Championship. Starting in the middle school division, 6th graders Leah Shin and Jonathan Kai drew both blanks early in round 2, and with simple and solid plays like Yo for 29 available, they instead spotted the impressive Idolatry for 68 points. Finding bingos with a blank can be challenging, let alone with both blanks, so credit to Leah and Jonathan for finding such a great word. In Game 4, Toby Lieberman and Theo Diamond's opponents played the invalid move, Sizz. They knew the word was phony, but they let it stay on the board anyway. Why? So that they could play Flashier through the S, the only playable bingo. Had they challenged the word off instead, their highest scoring play would have been only 30 points, making their clever gambit well worth it. Awesome recognition on their part. In round 6, defending champion Nathaniel Campos and new teammate Rishi Palicha faced off with Leah and Jonathan in a battle of undefeateds. A few turns in, Nathaniel and Rishi held some solid bingo tiles, but also the F and the U, which they could have dumped with Bug for 14. Instead, they spotted the stunning 9-letter bingo of Fault Line through the L and I. An absolutely beautiful play with just one drawback. Surprisingly, this word is only valid in the Collins Dictionary, not the Merriam-Webster Dictionary used in this event. Still, because it looks so much like a normal word, Leah and Jonathan understandably chose not to challenge. They fought back to even the game with bingos of Seepiest and Hardiest, and up by just 2 points and holding only one vowel, Nathaniel and Rishi made another brilliant move, burning their blank to play Valid for 50 points. Normally, you'd want to hold on to blanks to play bingos, but on a really tight board like this, bingos are tough to come by. Valid showed excellent situational awareness. With Nathaniel and Rishi seemingly destined for the finals, 2023 runners-up Milo Anderson and Nathan Lurlop faced Toby and Theo in a round 8 battle for the other final spot. Early on, it was still neck and neck, but Milo and Nathan spotted the stylish bingo of Sulfide for 89 points to seize control of the game, and they never looked back. Listening to their post-game interview, I had to smile when Nathan explained how they found this word so quickly.
Not to take away from the honor roll, the play of the game, Sulfide. I know, Milo, you told me that this is all Nathan's doing. Nathan, tell me, how did you find that word? That was amazing.
So I watched a Will Anderson video on Nigel, challenging off some word that started with sulfur. So now it's stuck in my head.
I know the video you're talking about. That's incredible. So for all of you out there, if you want to play like the pros here, you got to watch some Will Anderson videos. That's just how it goes.
In the finals, Nathaniel and Rishi held a small lead after 4 turns. With clunky tiles, they used the open E to play Unbooked for 68. As with Fault Line, Unbooked turns out not to be in the Merriam Dictionary, and just as before, their opponents chose not to challenge this perfectly normal sounding word. Down the stretch, things looked grim for Milo and Nathan, but they battled back and spotted their only playable bingo in this position, Erratic for 85 points, taking their first lead of the game. In the climactic endgame, after Nathaniel and Rishi's play of Yet, Milo and Nathan cut the lead to just 2 points with their top scoring move of Let's. Without a way to use all their tiles, Nathaniel and Rishi played Coil for 7. That meant Milo and Nathan needed a 7-point play with their final tile, an E, to tie the game. The highest scoring spot for an E on this board was worth only 6 points, leading to a 1-point loss. With nothing to lose, Milo and Nathan tried the desperation Bridge for 14, hoping it would somehow be valid. But after successfully challenging it off, Nathaniel and Rishi played their own final E to clinch the game and the championship. Nathaniel became the first ever player to win 3 straight School Scrabble championships. His record in those years was a perfect 27-0. Let's also give Milo and his partners a ton of credit for 3 straight finals appearances, and Milo's record of 23-4 over that same span. Look for both players to continue their track record of success in the high school division. Speaking of high school, there was action aplenty in that division as well. Top seed Cherish Ambiacolo made a statement early on in a game where she drew this rack to open. An experienced player might see picks or perhaps high racks for even more. Cherish's play here, Pharynx for 110. Many players wouldn't even consider looking for a bingo with this consonant-heavy rack, making her move all the more impressive. In round 3, Cherish continued to show off excellent word knowledge, first playing the beautiful Aquarin with an otherwise unappealing set of low-point tiles, and then finishing the game with another flourish. With bingos like corsages and storages available for 74 points, Cherish spotted her only available triple-triple, the much more obscure Sockagers for 122. Cherish was playing at an extremely high level, but there was still another finalist spot up for grabs, and in round 5, former middle school champion Gideon Brasowski made a statement with 4 bingos in a single game, including the tricky Endostia and Enolays, each for more than 80 points. That set up a thrilling clash between the two favorites in round 7. Late in the game, the score was close with both players having bingoed twice. With Yez for 52 points available, Gideon showed off superb instincts here by playing Rez for 46 instead, sacrificing 6 points not only to undouble his 2 Rs, but also to keep the valuable Y, which would often play in the upper left, hooking Ab to form a buy. Although Cherish wisely blocked the spot, Gideon still had winning chances if he could draw a bingo starting with S, and that is exactly what he did, hitting an out bingo of Sweeper to hand Cherish her first loss. After both players won their round 8 game, they met again in the finals, and while Gideon struck first with the bingo of Plugged, it was all Cherish after that, with 3 straight massive moves, pluses for 83, Anti-War for 75, and finally Zones for 78, putting her up by almost 150. Gideon fought to the bitter end, but it was Cherish who clinched her first ever School Scrabble championship in her final year of eligibility. Congratulations to all of this year's champions and finalists. Sometime soon, all the live stream games will be coming to Let's Play Scrabble's YouTube channel, so I definitely recommend giving them a follow. For now, I hope you enjoyed this recap of the action, and as always, thanks so much for watching.